I'm in a patch of woods near my house. We have woods on just about all sides. So my house is over there, and then over here somewhere down there across the road is Jim's house, my neighbor Jim. And he and I and my wife are active in here. So there is some human activity going on. I haven't been around here in a while. Down the hill there is a wonderful maple tree with a burl on it. And actually, here's a, come to think of it, a maple tree with a burl on it. It's that beautiful burl. So here to look at some trees. Unusual trees. I mean, usual species of trees, but strange growth patterns or whatever. So here is hemlock, and it's snapped off up here. That's the bit that's snapped off, pointing down there. So this is one where you look at it and you say, it's kind of hard for me to see how that would have been a snow break up there in the kind of the middle of the tree, really. But it's that is, yeah, about 11 feet. 11 feet up there, 10, 11 feet, I guess. If I'm 6 foot and I stretch my arm out, that should be 9 foot, right? And that's a good 1 or 2 feet higher. This is Jim. Jim does this kind of stuff. Pretty sure he put the rock there in this. Actually, I think I cut that stick. And then he found it and he jammed it in there. Something like that. So here is the old apple tree that I came to check yesterday. Because in previous years, when our apple tree in the courtyard has finished dropping apples, this one still had a few. It's an old tree. There's another one down there. When I found this tree, it was all kind of looking pretty overgrown with the bittersweet vines and stuff. But I did clear up around it. And it does kind of look maybe like there's been some trampling around here. I don't know, it kind of looks, you know, kind of part flattened out. But here we got these vines growing up the tree. So if there were apples, and I don't know because I haven't been checking. I say, in previous years there were apples. But if there were any, I guess, you know, something came and got them, deer or whatever. So through here, what's the best way to go? We can go this way. I'm walking barefoot and there are thorns and things. Yeah, down here, I noticed from the first time I came down here that there's this weird area with all these trees kind of somehow collapsed over or shoved over looking. And my first thinking was, wow, I wonder whether there's some kind of electromagnetic force or something just right here in this spot that causes a lot of these trees to bow down in that direction. But yeah, when I came down here yesterday, I also noticed that a lot of them seem to be kind of making this almost like a kind of a shelter type thing. I don't know. It's really hard to get it on camera. Oh, look, a rainbow. No, it's not a rainbow. It's a thing. So yeah, we've got some actually here, they're doubled down over there. That's something, somehow I don't really want to crawl in there right now. But then here there's one that's broken in that way. Further down that way, one night I was out walking by the moonlight, and off the path into the woods, which you can imagine can be, you know, if you're in the moonlight and you're on the path, and then there's something like that off to the side, and it's dark, you know, this is just like a dark wall then, and you can see where you're going on the path. And I heard something big moving around in there. Just as I was walking past, all of a sudden I hear this cracking, thumping kind of sound, like something really big moving around, an elk or something. Anyway, I just kept walking. I didn't really want to go and investigate whatever it was. What else can I show you? This is a nice kind of tree that grows down here. And it doesn't really grow much in other areas. I'm going to try and get the light on it. Here we go. It's a kind of maple. It has these big leaves. And this wonderful bark. I think it's called stripy maple. Jim calls it tiger maple. And they come out in different colors, apparently. So the ones we get here are this kind of green, almost purple, green and purple. They don't get very big. We have birch, hemlock, not so much hemlock down here, oak, maple. Now things do tend to lean over a bit, right? Like here, these ones are leaning over a little, leaning over the path. I mean, that's light conditions, right? But I don't think light conditions cause a load of trees to just collapse like that. And this has been here for as long as I've been coming down here, as I can recall, that there's been that snapped pine we looked at first, and some bendy trees down here. Yeah, here's another one of these tiger maples. Some kind of chunky. Came and cleaned that up yesterday. This is from where the bittersweet vine was growing on it before. Pulled a lot of that stuff up, but it's really invasive. Keeps going. We also have grapes. Concord grapes. We're going to make jelly, I hope. Thanks for watching.